Good morning. Am I on? Good morning. Does everybody hear me okay? Woo! Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Society of Bangor at 120 Park Street in Bangor, Maine. We are so pleased to have you all with us today in the sanctuary. I've got to move this up. Well, would you help me move this up so I don't fall over? Thank you. Oh, that's much better. Okay, now I can see. So we are so pleased to have you all with us today in this sanctuary and on Zoom. Hi, my Zoomies. Today is a very important day. It's Father's Day. So woo, out there to all those fathers and everyone who serves in a role of father, which is a lot of people. And it's also Juneteenth, which is the second year that Juneteenth has been a federal holiday. So we're really pleased to have that as part of our country's acknowledgements in the form of holidays. The Juneteenth celebration that was going to happen in Ellsworth has been canceled. So if you didn't hear that and you were planning on going, it's postponed till next Sunday. It's also Pride Month. So we got our pride flag out. And next week, UUSB is going to be at the Pride Parade in Bangor, and we will have a table. We will have people marching behind the banner. We will be just celebrating Pride all over the place. So I hope that you're able to come for that. I think Belfast was going to do theirs today. Do you know what happened to that? Okay. And it's the UUSB Summer Solstice Celebration. So it's, and I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. I have a few announcements, mostly because Reverend Drew sent me a whole bunch of announcements. Okay, next Sunday, so this is important. Any of you who were planning on coming to church at 10 o'clock in the morning next Sunday, great, because we are not having church, but we will be having a service for Dolores Mekret. So if you come at 10 o'clock, that service will be also broadcast on Zoom. We will be having that memorial for Dolores, and there'll be a small reception afterward. Then at 12:30, we are going to be streaming the GA worship service from Portland, Oregon, right into the sanctuary. So if you come for Dolores's memorial, you can stay and watch the GA service on the big screen, or we'll be giving you the link to be able to also do that from home. So however it works, it will work out for everybody. So this week, Reverend Drew received an email from Reverend Gary Smith. So does anybody remember Reverend Smith? He served UUSB when it was the Universalist Church from 1976 to 1985. And Reverend Gary wanted to share the good news that this month is his 50th anniversary of ordination, and he will be recognized at GA. And he just said to Reverend Drew that the Universalist congregation in Bangor was very good to me. It was the second congregation I was called to serve, and I look back on my days in Bangor with fondness. They helped me grow greatly as a minister. So there's an address in the e-news if anyone wants to be in touch with him or send him a card. And Reverend Drew just wants to send out big congratulations to Reverend Gary Smith. So Reverend Drew is away today because he is preaching down in the First Universalist Church in Auburn, and it's providing a sabbatical coverage for a colleague. And next week, he will be attending the UU Ministers Association Ministry Days and the UUGA. So he will not be available that much this week, but if you need anything, he will have limited hours, so just be in touch with Christine about that. Next Saturday, June 25th, is the Pride Parade. I already told you about that. And today the Social Justice Committee is meeting at 11:30. I believe they're meeting in person at Suzanne's on Fern Street. So if you have any questions about where that is, come see me after. And then the e-news has information about all the other things that are happening at UU this week. So I need this as much as you do. Take a deep breath. Just sit back in your seat. Give yourself a moment to be fully present here in this church, in this congregation, with all of many of our community, both in person and on Zoom, and listen for a moment as Rissa provides our intro. When you're up here, you understand more than anything why an introit is really needed at the beginning of a service. So for today, as our celebration of the summer solstice, we are going to perform a ritual and walk a labyrinth. And you may think that this labyrinth is slightly different from other labyrinths that you may have seen. It's down here on the floor. But once you get inside, it's very logical. You come in one place, so you will go out another. We will not be having candles of joys and sorrows, but we will be doing an alternative option. So just if you have something you're holding in your heart, just be ready to put that out when we light that candle. And so I'm not going by my script. So when you're in the labyrinth, just be aware of those around you and keep 3 feet or so distance because that just works better for the meditative experience that a labyrinth can be. We will be singing, humming in the sanctuary. So hum right along, sing along at home. We will be so happy to have you out there joining us in song. Linda and Rissa are here to bring us some of Linda Koehler's fabulous music that will go along with this service. As you leave the labyrinth, you will receive a gift. There are gifts on the small table in the middle there. So as you're coming out, just take a moment, either while you're waiting to go in or as you're going out, and select an item that will just kind of help you bring a memory of this day, a memory of what your guided imagery is going to bring to you, and take it home and put it on your own altar. And if more than one thing calls to you of a different kind, feel free to take 2 things. Oh. So one really exciting thing that's happening, at least exciting for me, is that we have Shimko back here. Raise your hand. He is he's an experienced musician and drummer, and he is very excited to help us revitalize the spirit of drumming UUSB drum group. So part of our service today will include drumming. At the end of the labyrinth walk, we will be doing 10-15 minutes if we have time of a drumming circle. And then after the service is over, you're welcome to stay for more drumming. We have more drums in the back. We have shakers on the thing over on the bench over here. And I will be telling you what to do about all that. So for you at home, you will be getting together with Caleigh Grogan, who is hopefully online, and you will be finding an alternative activity that Caleigh will guide you through online. So I think this is the first time we've tried to do something different in the sanctuary and different online. So we just keep getting better. All right, once again, take a couple deep breaths. I'm going to ask John Arimond to come over to our altar, which needed to be moved because of the labyrinth that's over there to the side. And as I call the directions, John will be lighting a candle for each direction and our chalice. As I say what I say for each direction, you can repeat the hail and welcome. Welcome east, the direction of the sunrise, that glorious moment when we first share your shining rays. Thank you for your element of air and your focus on the spring and new beginnings. Hail and welcome east. Welcome south, the direction of the full radiance of the sun. Thank you for your element of fire and your focus on summer and the ripening of all crops, both real and virtual, that we have planted in the spring. Hail and welcome south. Welcome west, the direction of the sunset, a time of the last rays of light. Thank you for your element of water and your focus on autumn and the end of the growing cycle as we prepare the harvest for the winter ahead. Hail and welcome west. Welcome north, the direction of the night, a time of introspection and rest. Thank you for your element of earth and your focus on the winter and the great rejuvenation that happens during the time of least light of the sun, with always the promise of the return of the cycle stirring just below your surface. Hail and welcome north. And welcome sky, home of the glorious sun we celebrate today. Thank you for providing. Poor John, he's kind of come into this and didn't know what we were doing, but we don't have a candle for sky or earth, okay? That's not completely an oversight, but thank you for providing a place where all dreams can come true and our breath can become one with all creation. Hail and welcome sky. Welcome earth, the place of receiving the warmth of the sun and the blessing of rain. Thank you for helping to ground us with harvest for our bodies and our souls. Hail and welcome earth. And now, welcome spirit, that centering force within that guides and supports us on our daily journeys through the sun cycle. Thank you for providing us the opportunity to experience the joy of a summer solstice celebration and rejoice in the warmth of the sun, even on a day when that is not so evident. As we light our chalice, which will represent today the sky, the earth, and spirit, as we light our chalice, poor John. Hail and welcome sky and earth and spirit. So Reverend Drew asked that we light one more candle today, and that will be a candle representing the joys and sorrows we're all holding in our hearts, especially for Connie McVeigh and her family in memory of her father, Dr. George John McVeigh, who passed away last Tuesday at her sister's home and surrounded by family. So we light the candle that's in the sand there. Okay, we light that for Connie and all of our joys and sorrows that we are holding in our hearts today. And now we'll welcome our worship associate, Caleigh Grogan. As she talks to us in the recording, give us a little information about the summer solstice. So please bring your attention to our TV screen. And there she is. Don't you love the miracle of modern, whatever it is, tech?
Good morning. I'd like to share a brief introduction to the summer solstice using excerpts from the St. Knott's Museum and the BBC. The summer solstice marks the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, the end of spring and the start of the astronomical summer. Both the summer and winter solstices form part of a wider astronomical calendar, flanked by 2 equinoxes in the spring and the autumn, and other daily and monthly cycles throughout the year. During the solstices, the Earth's axis tilts us either our closest or farthest point from the sun. The hemisphere tilted most towards the sun sees its longest day and shortest night, while the hemisphere tilted away from the sun sees its shortest day and longest night. So why do we humans place so much significance on the solstices and days surrounding them? We know that the solstices certainly held importance for Neolithic humans, who may initially have started to observe the summer solstice as a marker for planting and harvesting crops. Stonehenge, our most famous Neolithic monument, was certainly built to reflect the solstices, and it has long been debated whether one of its functions was to act as an ancient solar calendar. The site's megaliths are aligned with the direction of the sunrise on the summer solstice. Our fascination with the solstices didn't end with our Neolithic ancestors. According to some ancient Greek calendars, the summer solstice marked the start of the new year. In the days leading up to the summer solstice, the Romans celebrated the Vestia, a religious festival in honor of Vesta, goddess of the home and hearth. Before the rise of Christianity, Slavic, German, and Celtic tribes celebrated the midsummer with bonfires, believing that they would boost the sun's energy and guarantee a good harvest. It was believed that bonfires could also help banish demons and evil spirits. For modern pagans, this spoke in the wheel of the year is a significant point. The goddess took over the earth from the horned god at the beginning of spring, and she is now at the height of her power and fertility. For some pagans, the summer solstice marks the marriage of the god and goddess, and see their union as the force that creates the harvest's fruits. This is a time to celebrate growth and life. But for pagans who see balance in the world and are deeply aware of the ongoing shifting of the seasons, it is also a time to acknowledge that the sun will now begin to decline once more towards winter. Let me leave you with a brief blessing. As the sun spirals its longest dance, cleanse us. As nature shows bounty and fertility, bless us. Let all things live with loving intent and to fulfill their truest destiny. Blessed be.
Thank you, Caleigh. And now, our favorite summer song, at least at Women with Wings, and I think something that will probably be familiar to many of you, because I think we sing it every time we do this. It's called LyAnn, and it's a German song that Ben's going to put up on the screen. So we need to learn some new, I don't know what the word is, ways of being with hybrid services. And one of those ways of being is that we're trying to be earth conscious and use the hymnals and things paper less. And when we have someone here leading music, if you're only looking at the screen, then they feel like they're really left out. So, and I've only heard a rumor about that. So look at there, and you can see that the words are not that difficult. Then look at Linda and Rissa while they lead us in this wonderful little summer song.
We apologize for our German pronunciation, which may not be precise. Lachen, 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 kommt der Sommer über das Feld. Über das Feld kommt der Sommer, ha, 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 lachen über das Feld. Laughing, 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 laughing comes the summer over the field. Over the field comes the summer, ha, 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 laughing over the field. Laughing, 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 laughing comes the summer over the field. Over the field comes the summer, ha, 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 laughing over the field.
Oh, that's awesome. Ha. Love that. And now, although he knew about this ahead of time, we are going to ask John to come up and do a reading, The Sun by Mary Oliver.
The Sun by Mary Oliver. Have you ever seen anything in your life more wonderful than the way the sun, every evening, relaxed and easy, floats toward the horizon and into the clouds or the hills or the rumpled sea and is gone? And how it slides again out of the blackness every morning on the other side of the world, like a red flower streaming upward on its heavenly oils. Say, on a morning in early summer at its perfect imperial distance. And have you ever felt for anything such wild love? Do you think there is anywhere in any language a word billowing enough for the pleasure that fills you as the sun reaches out, as it warms you as you stand there empty-handed? Or have you too turned from this world? Or have you too gone crazy for power, for things?
Thank you, John. And now I'll bring Linda and Rissa back for our special music for this morning.
I am rooted in this dark, moist earth, and the life force throbs beneath my skin, and my branches reach high to dance with the sky, and my leaves lay wide open to the sun and the rain, wide open to feed my soul. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I am singing, I am dancing, I am full of joy. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. Laughing, crying, earth, and the life force throbs beneath my skin, and my branches reach high to dance with the sky, and my leaves lay wide open to the sun and the rain, wide open to feed my soul. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I am singing, I am dancing, I am full of joy. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. Laughing, crying, full of love, I am alive. My mask won't stay on when I'm smiling.
Mm. That was beautiful. Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you. That was just gorgeous. And now we are going to have a short guided imagery before we do our labyrinth walk. And those of you on Zoom, Caleigh will be leading you after the guided imagery. She will be leading you in your activity. So please sit back in your seats. Breathe deeply and slowly, making yourselves perfectly comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out. Plant your feet firmly on the ground and feel that you have roots that are sending down into that dark, moist earth. Allow your roots to spread wide and find that they are mingling with the roots of all of those participating in this ritual. Now feel the mingled energy of all those here and allow it to rise up into your feet and from there into your legs and your torso, and then down your arms, back up to your neck. Let this energy rise into your head, and as it does so, you feel ready to burst. Allow all that fabulous energy to burst forth into the limbs and branches of our collective tree, a tree standing tall in the summer solstice sun. Now bringing some of that energy back down into your body, allow your body to release all tensions. If you notice a tight muscle, breathe into that muscle. Release that tension. Let it go with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, as you breathe in and out, visualize a path. You find this path welcoming and open. Now follow the path to a wonderful place where you are comfortable and safe. This is a place of deep meaning to you, a place you may have seen before. The warmth of the amazing summer solstice sun is radiating down on you, bringing you a great feeling of joy. Take a moment to enjoy being here. Look around at all the beauty you find and know that you are where you are meant to be. Know that the sky is above and the earth is below, holding you, nurturing you. You feel safe and alive. As you enjoy this space, be aware of your inner heartbeat, the rhythm of your soul. Spend a moment with this awareness. Feel the pulsations of those in the room around us and at home. Know that our heartbeats are one. Now pause on your path and find a wonderful place to sit for a moment. Notice the beauty and peace of this place. Ask yourself the following questions. How do I move through life, nurturing deep connection? How do I move through life, spreading peace throughout the land? How do I move through life, caring for the earth we live on? How do I move through life, doing all I can? Know that in the answers to these questions, your gifts are revealed. In the heartbeat, you will find a centered place of peace to move forward with these gifts. Take a moment to contemplate the gifts you bring to the world. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now look up. Become aware that as you have been spending time here, the sun has risen higher in the sky. Summer is arriving. Feel the warmth. Feel the energy. Feel the wonder of this fabulous celestial being. Absorb the light from the sun. Allow it to permeate every cell in your body. You are glowing. Feel the joy. Feel the power. Know that all things are possible and that this is the time to make that so. Just as the solstice sun rises and shines in the many special places in the world like Stonehenge, know that you are ready to rise and shine and share your light and your gifts. Feel your need to burst forth with this energy and light. Now, as you start to bring your awareness back into the room, and as we prepare to move into the labyrinth, use this time to walk in the peace and love you have found on this path. Walk with your community in unity and harmony. And as you do so, hold on to this radiant light and the energy of all our roots and branches. And take that energy and infuse it into your walk, holding the promise of your gifts and bringing them into the light of the summer sun. So now at home, you will receive instructions from Caleigh, and Ben is going to set that up for you. And here in the sanctuary, we are going to walk the labyrinth using songs from Linda Smith Koehler, whose words I have freely and unabashedly borrowed for our guided imagery. And so you can see there's arrows. There's an arrow over here guiding you in. It's pretty obvious once you get inside that you will walk and then you will walk out. I'm going to move over there to be with you when you.
Can we hear me okay? Oh, perfect. Good morning. Since we joining virtually cannot enjoy physically walking the labyrinth together, I want to invite you to participate in your own little home meditation with me. If you're in a comfortable and safe space to do so, feel free to get up from your computer and start walking mindfully around the room that you're in. Or get comfortable in your seat and join me in taking a few deep breaths. If you're walking, I encourage you to do so slowly and intentionally, really feeling the connection of your feet on the floor. Or if sitting, really feeling those roots we visualized with Laurie. Let your breath reach down past your feet into the earth. And as you breathe in and draw up from the earth, as you find the steady, slow rhythm in your steps or in your breath, I invite you to consider the sun. At this, the height of the sun's power, may we be grateful for what the sun provides. The light and warmth that feed the vegetation, which gives us air to breathe and food to eat. Though it goes through many transformations, the sun's light, in turn, becomes our own. Let us return to Laurie's questions. How do I move through life nurturing deep connection? How do I spread peace throughout the land? How do I care for the earth? How do I move through life doing all that I can? How am I using all this energy gifted by the sun? Continue to walk or just breathe into these questions. What gifts do you bring to the earth and its people? Really feel this moment of contemplation. Can you hear birds or gentle rain outside? What smells or sensations can ground you in this moment? As the day goes on, as the days go on, and the earth continues to spin, we will begin to feel further away from the sun, further away from the shared energy that animates us. May we remember the connectedness and energy of the longest day, and let that sustain us as the days grow shorter. Now, at your own pace, I invite you to return to awareness of your computer screen, but continue to hold to whatever answers we might have found as we join our energies and intentions with those in the sanctuary. If you feel so moved, you may find something to shake or drum as we return to the church audio and join the music making there.
A better world that lives in harmony.
Bigger drumming. Oh. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. How many people would like to do a spiral dance, and how many people would just like to get on with some more drumming? Drumming. Dance? So Linda, we have another slide, and this is the song and we don't have the music on the thing, so we can sing. And we can have Linda lead us in We Are the Rising Sun.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. So in a usual spiral dance, non-COVID, people would hold hands. We're going to shake our shakers, okay? We're going to walk right behind the other person and shake our shakers instead of holding hands. So please follow Linda, and she will lead the song, and you can hum.
We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are dawning. We are the rising sun. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are dawning. We are the rising sun.
So now we would really like to get more people drumming and involved, although you can continue to dance, you can continue to listen. What time is it? Yeah, exactly. It is
8 of.
Oh, great. So we'll do some more drum circle type drumming. We do have more drums in the back. If you would like to play a djembe or play something different than what your shaker that you picked up already, follow Jim maybe back to the back. Follow Jim back to the back room. Hi, Zoomies. I hope that you guys are with us again. So we will be sharing some drumming, and if you have shakers or things you're doing at home, go right ahead, follow right along with us. And we will just simply do some improvisational drumming that you don't have to know a thing. You can just play with us. So, so we hope you will do that. And that will go on for maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I will close the service. And then we will have more drumming for anybody who wants to stay and drum more. How's that sound? Good? Good. We have one drummer with a drum. So for those of you with shakers, just follow along. Rissa started a rhythm. I'm going to join in, and yeah. So good. Of non-drum type shaky things, and another frame drum and some other things like that over here that are going to be on this front row if anybody wants to come and grab something different. And you can just kind of follow along with Rissa and bring your own rhythm into it. There you go. Everybody who took a shaper, keep in mind they belong to the circle of drumming, so they are not giveaways. Your giveaway came off of this table. I just thought I ought to mention that. Okay, everybody, let's get this let's rise this right up to a real loud, sending our joy out to the universe. Go for it. Jim, thank you. Let's follow Jim. Woo, that was a workout. All right, let's see where I am. So I hope that the ritual will get over a little earlier, but we'll have to blame Reverend doing all those announcements. So more drumming will be happening after we close the service, but first we do need to do that. So what a blessing to share this ritual and the warmth of the summer's light with all of you. It's such a joy in this community. Of seekers, a safe, nurturing place. Sorry, I'm out of breath. To bring our hopes and our dreams. I hope that you Zoomers were able to follow along. I look forward to hearing about your experience. We are so blessed as we shine with the warmth and the glow of the sun and the energy of the summer solstice. May we find continued joy as we bring our gifts into the summer sun and share them with the world. If any of you didn't get a reminder of this ritual and you wanted to take something off the table, please be sure to do so. So I will ask John to help us extinguish our candles. First, wait. Oh, great Spirit, alive in all things, thank you for this time we have spent together today. Thank you for the sun and these long, luxurious days. Thank you for the cycle that helps us to move from dreaming to ripening and the growing time that it takes for this to happen. Finding our gifts to share along the way. Let us be filled with the warmth of your sun and carry this warmth out with us as we leave today to share with all we meet. May we be grateful for the rhythms of our heartbeats and the joy that rhythm brings to our lives. We release the directions who have joined in our celebration today, bringing their energy and witness to our time together. Go if you must, stay if you will. Hail and farewell. We extinguish our chalice, but not the light of love and peace or the gift of service that we bring to the world. Blessed be. And now, because some of us like it, we're going to sing our benediction. Were you going to play that on the piano? Humming along in the sanctuary. Do you have that, Ben, for us on the screen? Please rise. So anyone who wants to stay and drum some more, please join us. We have more drums in the back. And you can bring your shaker over and leave it on the bench if you don't want to stay and drum. And just thank you so much, all of you, for being here. I want to thank Linda and Rissa for the fabulous music. Linda Koehler's words are always so important and mean so much. I want to thank John for being the logistics coordinator and coming forth with all of the other things that needed to happen. Caleigh as our worship associate, and Ben back there doing the tech stuff. And so I just thank everybody for being here today and everything it took to make this be a hopefully memorable service. Thank you.